Hello and welcome to the video tutorial on how to use the AnyLog Remote GUI. Today we will be going over the SQL query generator. When you first open it up, you will be greeted by this. This is the AnyLog query generator. You will see the connected node at the very top. The first thing you will select is your database. This will query the amount of databases and their names, and so you can select from their different options. For example, I'm just going to click the first one, which is cause. From that, it will automatically populate the different tables in that database. I will click this one right here. As soon as you select the database and table, you'll automatically get all the different options that you can have in your columns. In this column section, again, you can always select all, clear all, and they will highlight accordingly. You can also use aggregations and a mixed mode. For now, I'm just going to select a few columns, the timestamp, A current, B current, and C current. Moving down, we can see the query options. We have a basic JSON query option as well as a table query option. I will be clicking the table. And you also have different time zones. You can see there's UTC, local, Pacific time, Mountain time, Central time, and Eastern time. For now, I'll just keep UTC. We also have a time series analysis. Right now, it's selected as none. There's also increments and periods, which I will go over later. And then we have advanced options. It automatically comes preset with a insert timestamp now minus 1 hour. This just queries the data for the past hour so you don't overload your computer. We also have things to include data tables that might not be already selected, extending your fields like plus IP, overlay IP. There's also group by functions. So you can group by multiple different columns, as well as an order by. So you can order by timestamp, both ascending and descending. There's also at the very bottom a limit. I'll be using this to limit it to 20. And as you can see, we've already made a relatively complex query, and it automatically generates. You can also copy the query below, but now we will be executing it. Executing it will run it quickly, and you can see all the information to show up at the bottom. You have your type, which is table data, the amount of rows, columns, and additional information. And as you can see, we have our insert timestamp, our A current, B current, and C current. Now to edit this even further, I'm going to add a few where conditions. For now, let's just add a condition and select a column on the left-hand side. I want to make sure that my A current does not equal 0 at any point. We can always change the and to an or if we would like to. And I would also want to make sure that my B current is greater than 4. If we scroll down, again, we can see that these have already been updated, and I can execute the query again. And as you can see, there are no more zeros in my A current columns, and there are all the values in my B current are greater than 4. Now moving back up, I want to go over another very, very useful part, which is time series analysis. For this, if I click on, actually, let me delete these where conditions. And if I click on increments, you can see it says increments require at least one aggregated column. So for now, I'm going to select insert timestamp and 15 for my minute interval. And then at the very top, I will go clear all and use aggregations. And here I will have in my A currents, and I want to have the average. What this does is it takes every 15-minute interval and it averages all the values that are in that specific column so that I can have the average of the A current values at a 15-minute interval. I will keep it to a limit of 20. And now running this command, like so, will take a second, but as we can see very quickly, we now have all the different values. For example, we have our minimum timestamp, and then 15 minutes later, and then the average in between that time. Again, 15 minute or at the 15-minute mark, at the 30-minute mark and the average and such. So as you can see, you can use the SQL query generator to create very complex and difficult to understand queries very easily using this dashboard.